Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like
Yes,
do
I
right
do
now,
know
don't say
that
you're on
the stream is not doesn't have anything special going through with it right now. I am something special is so something different is for today, so we were gonna have that done in a little bit. Let me go ahead and get the stream. If you guys could please like share the stream link into other servers really quickly so we can get things going, and then it'll be all good.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for being able to join us today in the stream. I understand that things were a little bit hectic and so far, and I have been really busy with IRL things kind of popping up here and there with all those studies and whatnot that I've been having to do. However, we are definitely still here on Saturday for the final tiebreaker match that we're going to have today for COA versus Ouchi-Clan Boxing. That's what today's going to be, and because there's a lot of mix-ups in the roster and back and forth between who would be fighting today and who wouldn't be, we actually don't have the fighter cards or anything, or like the versus screens and things all set up, because a lot of things kept on changing in the very last minute. However, we are going to continue on with the fights today for how they're going to go, and we will move on to explain what today's fight means and the way that it's going to go. Without further ado, we're going to go back over here to the leaderboard card, which we did broadcast last week. COA Boxing, and sorry, the three teams that were all tied was COA Boxing with 8-7, Ouchi-Clan with 8-7, and finally it was Angelic Birds with 8-3 because they got their sort of wins pushed forward and through. We went through and reviewed all of the fights and changes that happened with the initial COA versus Angelic Birds fight, and found out that the infractions and things found and presented and the point deductions concluded to the 3-2 from COA, taking them to have this second spot in the tiebreaker things, bringing the Angelic Birds back to the to being the fifth place, the for sure fifth place position here. No, not fifth, either fifth or sixth, and then COA versus and Ouchi-Clan today will dictate who will be fourth and fifth. And so, without further ado, these are the fighters. This is what the fights are going to be going on today. We're going to have COA versus Ouchi-Clan. It will be the usual best of 5. If there is a 4-1 or 3-2 in favor of COA, COA will move on to the top 4 finals and get to the next. Let me bring the screen right over to us so that I can explain this a little bit better rather than you guys staring at a screen. And so, here we are. Hello, I'm Vanilla. This is Daku Fenridu off to the left of me. He will be refereeing the matches today. And, of course, we're going to have the teams COA and Ouchi-Clan Boxing fighting today. As I was explaining earlier, today's matches are going to have the usual 5 fights. With COA, if they win in favor of 3-2 or 4-1 or any better than that, then they will be proceeding on to the top 4, where because they had already fought Angelic Birds, Ouchi-Clan has to kind of crawl back up from the, I'd say, losers bracket, you could say in air quotes, even though it's not what it is. However, if they win 3-2, it will go into an overtime that will take the reserve fights afterwards in order to see who will move on to the top 4. If Ouchi-Clan wins 4-1, then they win and secure their spot regardless, and they are able to continue on from there, because the 4-1 difference is just significant enough to give them those 2 extra points that they need to win. Without further ado, we're going to continue on with today's fights, and you guys already know who we are. You know exactly what we're going to be doing, but let's move on to the fighters of today in both teams, and let me drag down this music so it's not so dang loud. Alrighty then, so fighting in today's blue corner, we will have Ouchi-Clan Boxing fighting today in the blue corner. Maz is right over there, I believe, on the far left. Leading his team over here. They're going to have plenty of fighters, plenty of reserves ready as well for anything that will need to happen or change throughout the fights. And fighting in today's blue corner is none other than last week's winners, COA Boxing, rocking the new, I think, Dingo avatar is what they were called. That recently Yagi had made in order to have a more sort of team-oriented avatar for them with the legal avatars list. As you'll be able to find it in, I think, the official servers if you have any questions for that. But in red corner will be COA Boxing. Again, we'll have Daku Fenridu as our referee, and you see Yagi over there in the bottom right, coach, being ready to coach for his team. And so, without further ado,
I already told him. I didn't know it on PC it didn't have pants.
but anyhow, without further ado, we're going to get off into the first fight of the day. And because we're not going to have necessarily names up in the top left or bottom right because of all the things that are changing, you are going to have to kind of listen to make sure you know who's fighting and when. And so, starting off today's fights will be. Let me get rid of this nameplate so that's not in the way during the fights. In the red corner, can we please get Dark from COA Boxing down here in the red corner, facing off against Lord Dios in the blue corner for Ouchi-Clan Boxing. And I will go ahead and increase earmuff mode so that you guys can hear the teams.
Is that better now? I don't know yet. I'm not spiking yet. Oh, never mind.
Please
I
don't.
spiked.
Please don't.
Did you go to your graphic settings to
I
go
need to
low
do
off
something.
low?
Please don't. I gotta do something. I can't. Just let him do his
The
thing.
particles? Big screen settings, big screen settings, graphics, all the way at
I
the
do
bottom.
apologize again for me. Actually, I can just pull up the OVR
Low off.
screen so that I am not.
I'm trying to calm down. I'm literally sick to my stomach. Feels like I'm about to throw up.
Yeah.
So this should be much better because there was an update to OVR Toolkit, which definitely allowed me to
I'm still spiking.
be a lot better with frame rates and all those things like and all the cool things like that. However, the awesome thing for today is, again, this is the tiebreaker for who will be fighting. This is going to be the tiebreaker for who will be fighting in the final top four. Again, this is in COA's favor, so they do only need to win 3 out of the 5 matches. So they do still need to win the 3 out of the 5 matches. However, even if they do slip up and lose 2 out of the 3, they will still be able to have a chance to bring it back with the reserve fighters that they have prepared today, and Ouchi-Clan as well. If they're able to scrape through, make it to the 3-2 and make it to the 4, or make it up to 3-2, or even up to a 4-1, they can then secure their position and spot in the finalists. Over to Daku to do the referee work and starting up the matches.
Oh my god, wait. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Wait, hang on. What is it? Oh, he gone. Shit.
Language.
Hey, let's go, Lord. Can we get a little Lord quote real quick?
A Lord quote?
Yeah, like, have him say something, and then we quote it. And Ouchie. Hear me out on that.
Basy, please.
Something tough.
Stop, bro.
Shut up. Okay.
Let me turn the voice down just a little bit more.
Don't look at me like that.
Anyhow, nice to see Nexus Xylo. You participating here in the chat. Really appreciate it. You as well. No One Cares is here. We've got Voice at Work, all you guys in the chat, and the Angelic Birds Boxing official YouTube channel as well. Thank you guys for being here in today's chat so far. Let me make sure the live streaming.
For the love of God.
Guys, whispering does not mean that we can't hear the mic. It's a microphone. It's like it either picks it up or it doesn't. Whispering doesn't change that.
Whispering actually makes it louder. That's the funny part.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of interesting.
Come flying, man. Flying.
I'm guessing Dark just had to rejoin.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with him. I'm good.
What's that little rat Mayu skin? Wow. Anyway, continuing over to Daku to get the fight started.
Alright, safety guns on. You already know the drill. We both know the rules of the VRC Boxing League, correct?
Yep.
I would hope so. It's the finals. Alright, go ahead and touch gloves. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
And with that, we will begin the first match of today's tiebreaker. Starting off with a little bit of high guard engages. Oh. And a good trade coming out from Lord of Dark. Yagi, I realized. Hey Yagi, I realized the poles are in the way of the camera, so you probably need to take them off.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask earlier to see if they're visible.
It is so cool with the shadows. It is super cool, but they are getting in the way of the view. I don't want the with the double crit coming out. 2, 3 more clicks coming out from Dark. As they push through, Dark getting now body crit with Lords pushed up against the corner, but then slipping out off to the left side, right side of Dark, as Dark now then proceeds to hit a couple more times to the body, trading back up to the head with a good rhythm and timings. Lord now getting a good tempo win with a good couple of hits and everything to the head. Okay. Good chip pivoting out from the ropes coming out from Lord. 30 seconds left within the first round. Goes to the body that Dark does a really good job in blocking. Dark struggling to try and get value out from the position in where where the hits are coming from. Good initial guard from Dark as he retaliates with the body crit, hitting off to the spleen of Lord Dios, doing another good low positioning to dodge from the initial jab crosses up to the head, making them split as we go off into round number 2.
He almost scooping with his right. Almost. He's almost damn pretty much scooping with his right. Go check real quick.
Let me see if Nexus is online. They are not.
We go watch the angle.
Not Xylo. I mean, like.
Take his right from him and work him out with your own.
Listen, you're doing good. Keep that pressure. They love those body.
Alright, continue.
Just watch it.
Continuing on in round number 2. Here we go. Looks like. Okay. Good movement coming out from both of them, trading off to the side.
Take your left to a more better hook guard. He gets past it just like
Get out of the ropes.
good work. If you can't hit it, don't follow too hard.
Apologize for the lack of commentary, guys. I'm just gonna mute my mic in game so that you guys can hear me over through the stream. Just making sure infractions that I'm looking for. I'm looking at the form.
You want to bring up defense up fast?
At the end of the combos, they'll always throw those body hits.
Couple more good hits coming out from Lord, but it looks like Dark is pushing them up against the corner. Lord trying to pivot his way out, but Dark is doing really good at keeping them right there, actually making it so that he can't really move, getting value in. Good pivot and shifts coming out, barely getting out from the corner before the 10-second rule, with 10 to 15 coming out. pause it, Daku, please.
You keep backing up into the corner, Lord.
Are your frames okay?
Use their movement against them.
Yeah, I have something in my eye. But what's up?
Did you right hand blue corner? Did you notice what I was watching too? Cause that's what I was noticing.
Come on, hooks.
Yeah,
Listen, they
the
will
form.
Literally, every single combo they throw, they always end it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. Just making sure. Yeah, give him warning. Give him warning. And I'm gonna move away, sadly, from the fighter, so I can grab a pen really quickly so that we can. Alrighty. Just making sure that I wasn't crazy. And of course OBS wants to be there. And we will continue on, getting up to round number 3. Both fighters not going down yet. And honestly, the trades that have gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if we go into round 4 without any knockdowns coming up, unless there is a lot of fury and fighting coming out of these next couple of minutes within this round. Good initial body pressure coming out from Dark there, and then Lord doing really good to kind of keep his positioning and keep the pressure away from him. Though he's doing good to guard, even though he's getting pressured up against the ropes, actually. But Dark retaliates with a good 1-2 up to the head. Sorry, Lord retaliates with a good 1-2 to the head. And then Lord Lord pushes back in for another couple body hits. And then Dark tries to get some value with the pivot cross. Oh, with the 2 head hook trades directly back down to the body, because Lord opted out for a body guard. That time the body crit going over to Dark from getting the counter hit. As the counter hit, and then punches right back out, hitting back in. Lord backs up to the corner, now getting push up, trying to pivot and move, shift, gets another crit right up to the chin as he hooks low. This one to the head. Lord then putting his and an uppercut comes out from Dark, hitting Lord right down into the center of the body, dealing the little damage needed in order to take Lord down. First couple of hits kind of exchange go up to the mark, getting blocked by Dark this time, as Lord then, and not even a couple of hits after, Lord will take Dark down with 15 seconds left in round number 3. Initial guard comes out. A lot of short hooks actually coming out from Lord this time, trying to get some sort of force and pressure out. And good guarding coming out from Doc will keep Lord from getting any additional value in those last moments of the fight. Gotcha.
He's a rhythm fighter. You can disrupt that rhythm on a constant 1-2 step. He's going in and out with it. You'll be good. You figured it out for one moment. I know you saw it.
Thank you, Nexus Xylo, for what you have spotted there. Definitely will keep that in mind as we continue on with the rest of the matches for today. Thank you.
Lord, when they back up, keep pushing forward.
Keep watching your left. Keep loving right. Keep watching your left.
Push him back in that corner. He switches those guards, use those transitions.
Continuing on, getting a good 1-2 jab cross, and then initially goes up to another guard. 1 minute left in round number 4. As Dark is finding the tempo, getting one good hit off, getting a good ankle trade, and then Lord's going back to trade with another hook up to the head.
Push in.
Couple more jab crosses, trade in between them.
Don't let him back up.
Another crit comes out from Dark that time, it seems.
Work that movement.
Bodyguard comes in. Ooh, and then Lord counters immediately up high to the head. That time, Dark again getting another wide hook, hitting for the crit, getting another wide hook. That time was a left short hook, actually, hitting up to Lord, getting another body crit with 15 seconds left in round number 1. Engage crit coming out from Lord as he then keeps... And then Dark pressures right back in, keeping the good guard up and actually blocking a lot of the hits as Lord tries to pivot around and find a way to an opening, but Dark not giving it. Dark giving now, countering up to the body as Lord tries to punch up high to the head.
We started figuring out. Now he has to spam you now. Now you gotta spam you trying to get something off. Watch out a bit. Watch out a bit. Now you gotta switch it to. Now you gotta switch it to gear, just like for defensive character in level 2. Space it out. The defense first.
A lead begins. Pretty valid.
No, I know it's valid. Makes sense. And I'm watching what they're doing. It's fair. Going on to the last round. These are the last 2 minutes of round number 1 with an explosive fight. In the initial hits coming out from Lord.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Will go down. Lord immediately trying to jump in and then going right back. Dark doing amazingly with the guard. Now with Lord relying a lot on the hooks, but Dark is doing really good for the block form for these hooks and shifting his head right out of the way, just barely slipping in order to not allow the hook pressure as a counter at that time, letting a crit go through, but then retaliating with the body crit. There's a couple more jab crosses and hits will hit in the last couple of
7, 8.
1 minute left going into this. Jab cross going initially. A couple more jab crosses hits in there. An initial crit coming out from Lord this time, going back up to block, but this time Lord getting a lot more value with the jab crosses up to the head. 50 seconds left with Dark. Lord engages with the double hook to the body. And then another couple of hits going through this time. Coming up with a jab, initial jab cross and a pivot right, not even a pivot. I think that was a more so slip right hook. Actually, no, I think that was a kidney punch with the pivot one worked out.
I'm on blue. 1 second.
Don't worry. It's all good. Oh my god, where's my fan? That's fine. You do well, honestly. You're going a bit on.
Okay, so with that, we will end off the match with a force number 1 going to COA, both in terms of point advantage and in terms of the infractions as going forward. There is one kidney punch coming from Dark. You literally just did it. like you just did the kidney punch right now. It's when you pivoted beside him and went with the hook. It did hit him in the back of the body in that. However, Lord, as I did see when you were getting desperate, you did hit with improper form with your jabs and crosses, and they started coming from above down. They started coming from above down to them, like from up high, at this sort of arcing angle that we already know isn't allowed, as well as your hook form coming out sometimes with that sort of flat palm out here, which makes a slapping formation. So even then, the points obviously he still won with that, but with the infractions from him and onto you, the final score would be 170 to 142.0 in favor of a COA, with Dark being the official winner. You guys may exit the ring. Thank you very much.
Oh, good. Don't worry about it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Good job, bro. It's fine.
Hey, don't freak out. Hey, don't freak out.
And that is the extent of round number 1. Very, very good fights coming out from both fighters. Very good energy as well. I understand there's a lot of pressure coming out from both these fighters and everything that will be going on today. And I only can wish the best for them. Is there something that needs to be...
We're good. They know how to act.
Okay. I'm on the double clearance on that.
Right. There are 21 people here.
And that becomes a problem. We'll clear it.
Yeah, let me see.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Wait,
it's that
hold on.
person. Okay. Continuing on with today's what is it, schedule? I don't program, I guess that's the best way to put it. Also, yes, Nexus, I see the things that you've seen, and that's exactly what we called them out for. So again, appreciate you watching out for us over there in the in those. Anyhow, continuing on, we're gonna get over to the next fights. For the red corner from Black Panther, COA Boxing, can we have Sir Osote, or also known as Oscar, enter the ring in the red corner for the COA Boxing, facing off against Flying Fish in the blue corner for Ouchi-Clan Boxing. This is Sir Osote, or Oscar, versus Lord Fish. Sorry, Flying Fish, not Lord Fish. Can I not? Anyhow, just a couple of things being dealt with for the referee right now, but currently the COA is 2 points away from being able to secure their spot in the top number 4. Ouchi-Clan does need to do what the kids say nowadays and lock in, I guess is what it's called, right? Ouchi, I'm like 23. I'm just whatever.
Yeah, but I'm catching on to it now, bro.
Anyhow, but with all of that coming in, there does need to be a little bit more of a step up with the energy and the wins coming out from Ouchi-Clan if they want to have a chance at this spot, given the point advantage that's going on. Now, with this fight, should be very interesting coming out from both individuals and everything that will be going to fight. Moving over to Dakufan Ryu for the start of the match.
Come forward, touch gloves.
He did, and I like that he actually held his own without getting infractions all the way until the end.
2, 1,
Come on, star boy.
Immediately going off with a couple of jab cross trades coming up from the trade. It's Oscar going down low for the body crit, as immediately Flying Fish is able to throw a cross in order to clear Oscar from the head. A lot more trades coming out from both individuals. Oscar going for the hook form, doing good to pivot and cross and shift as the body comes out, and now another crit comes out from trading each from both individuals now. For that, now gaining some space, Oscar kind of leading his head down, trying to wait out something, going down low for the jab for the 2 body hooks, landing, but Flying Fish does not flinch, going for the jab cross trades, trying to out trade now, it seems, up to the head, the openings that were left.
Get in that pocket so they can't punch. Just follow him, stick to him like glue.
Flying Fish staying really focused on the movement and positioning of Oscar. Oscar engages with a jab cross. Lags a little bit.
You lost a lot of value on that. Watch it. You need to watch it.
I saw it. I saw it. Yep, I saw it. I saw it.
Warning. Warning.
Oscar.
Come on, X.
Couple more jab crosses. Good initial guard coming out from Flying Fish. Flying Fish now holding a really, really tight orthodox, going for really fast and quick jab crosses, which do land the raid as the hits now go through with a couple more jab crosses, hitting crits on to Oscar for the first couple of hits with a couple more seconds left in the first round. Flying Fish doing really good, just waiting honestly at this point to counterpunch Oscar as soon as he goes for the body. Flying Fish doing a good display of understanding when to go after it and understanding that with the body being the only thing open, he just needs to be able to keep the focus and the hits up to the top of the head to trade evenly in order to keep his either to gain or to keep the lead that he may already have.
That's the point. Okay. So just slug him. It's perfect against him.
It was only a 1.
But I know what you're doing. I know you know.
They're playing Bobby with your hair right now.
But at the same time, like what I said, you know, I say you know what you're doing. Trust you. I'm saying.
The shrug. When the unpause it. You just paused it, by the way. Unpause it.
Go up to engage. All of that's dropping. Everything is dropping.
What's up?
What?
Oh,
I do
Basy, shut it.
For me, it was
Wanna hear
paused. It was unpaused. Sorry about it.
Oh, that's
I'm
weird.
sorry, Basy, don't mute you.
The timer always bugs with me.
Oscar, every time you engage, everything drops. Like they're playing Bopper with your hair right now.
And with that, couple of little things coming out from the fighters. Without further ado, we're going to continue into round number 2 of today's fights. Ooh, with an engage cross coming out from Flying Fish, but Oscar doing really good, pivoting off to the side, then getting somebody back to the head. A couple more jab crits coming out from Flying Fish, again keeping the focus, giving up the draw. A good hook crit comes out from I think that was from Oscar that time in order to hit to the hook crit up to the top, but Flying Fish still keeping the focus. Another counter, another crits come out. This time, Flying Fish keeping, it's like a stone statue. It's like watching a stone statue wait for the counter opportunity. Oscar now then finding a good body hit, and with the movement, making Flying Fish miss. Oh.
Keep it up, X, doing good.
You gotta start picking it up to learn it, bro. He's catching you on the same thing consistently. Every time, same hand.
As soon as he's going, he's dropping back and hesitating off that body. Keep going and counter him. Let him choose where to go. Let him choose. Keep confusing him. He's being passive. You can go in. You win points anyway. Nice X.
Low movement coming up from Oscar with the initial couple of hits. As a couple more jab crosses and an uppercut will take Flying Fish down for the first time. It looks like the value that Oscar came out from did exceed probably those the last couple of trades, and Flying Fish's body is a little glitchy, but they fix up as we end off round number 2.
You need to fix it.
A good comeback from Oscar there, actually. I was not expecting I was actually not expecting Flying Fish to go down first, but it looked like the value that's coming out from the body hits is allowing. No.
Is literally by.
Oh, I thought you were
No, I'm
shaking
saying,
me.
go ahead.
Oh. No, I'm good. You have something to say.
Thinking about the same thing you're thinking.
Let's start with what's up, just keep going. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah,
I'm
from
thinking about the
blue.
same thing
Just
you're
keep going, bro. Just straight boys. You
Yeah,
need to come
but
back.
no.
No. Yeah, it's the top. It's the top. Yeah, it happens to me. Yeah, cause now, yeah, see, now you see it. It's getting blocked.
Come on, Hex.
Oh my gosh, with an explosive trade of crits from both individuals.
5, 6.
Those 3 from them.
Just slug it, Hex. Hex, just slug it. Get him. Let him fight your range. Slug him. Stick to him like
In the guard. Another crit goes through. That crit was from Oscar. Those ones get through.
Hex, keep up that pressure.
Hold it, bro. You gotta hold. You gotta keep fighting, bro.
He's telling me. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Please, not today, Oscar. Come on, man.
And a good initial jab coming out from Oscar. Fish trades with a couple more jab. 1-2-1 to the head. Another crit coming out. Good hook positioning and movement coming out from Oscar into different positioning. But Fish waiting very patiently to then hit another cross up to Oscar as a blood crit then comes out from Flying Fish. Another couple of hits go through.
Watch him. If you think he's that confident, go low, go punish him then. Simple as that.
For what?
Slug him. Come on.
Mhm.
Why did he have to have you muted?
A couple more 30 seconds come out and through.
You need to try
A couple more jab cross hits will take Oscar down with the blood crit in value that Flying Fish count got
7.
If
initially.
you can out hit him, I'll have no issue. I'm trusting you. 15 seconds. Cheeky one. What's the body?
Ooh, with the feint out. With the initial feint out coming out from
But I don't know what you expect.
them.
Because literally, by the time you go for a body, everything's down.
I'm gonna pause it really quick.
Listen. Okay, listen. If you're gonna go not guard your body at all, you need to win the exchanges, yeah.
Okay,
So-
they're trying to make a complaint to say.
No, I know,
they're
cause
gonna
we're
get straight
yeah. That's what I'm thinking about the timing as well, cause it's not just like what you see, but it's the timing of when you block as well. And while yes, sometimes I'm like, that seems fishy and iffy. A lot of the other times it is just like hitting right here on Oscar's head, more often than he's getting hit for free, essentially, is what it looks like. But the only reason why I'm iffy about it is because when he did do a high guard, it hit blocks. Like, I mean, like a high guard, like high, like being able to,
super high
yeah,
guard,
when you did that with your head straight up, because when you fight, when you go in with you and you fight, you do your orthodox with your chin tucked in, like in real life. You should, right? That's how you fight in real life. Exactly, I know exactly how you feel. You should be tucked in with your chin guard in, and that's how you keep your chin from being hit and getting hit up here. If your chin's low, you got to do this weird kind of this, or again, if you can, the high cross guard also will be able to cover things like that. If it's going through things like that, then I'd be a bit more suspicious, but you have blocked it before, is my question. Like, I've heard blocks as we've gone through. That's why I'm...
It's just like I can. I'm not picking on it at all. I know it's bothering the heck out of him, but it's like even then he brings it up at least halfway before it gets up to forehead. I'm watching them go down and pretty much in between.
No, yeah, I know. That's what I mean. A lot of it, yeah, a lot of it is like, yeah, yeah, I get it. I get the concern. I do.
It's fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's fine.
I do get the concern.
You have to keep it at this point because he's beating you on it in general. You drop everything, then everything's just gonna be gone after that at that point.
Cross, go around his sides.
Good initial fights coming out from both individuals. A lot of blocked in coming back out
Keep doing what you're
from
doing.
Flying Fish.
Don't find us in range, you find your own terms.
Good distance. Patience coming out from Flying Fish this time. Holding
Well, anyways, yeah.
the initial good hits go through. And another uppercut from Oscar will hit, taking Flying Fish down.
7, 8.
Let's go.
Another physical taunt going through. We have 1 minute 22 left in the last round.
Hex is taunting you, don't listen to him. Just taunting you.
Oscar going through. And a couple more jab. Cross crit will take Oscar down in the end. Don't leave the ring. Daku is looking at stuff right now.
Oscar, come here.
But
Oscar.
the crazy thing is like there it happened where
Just always.
Oscar was blocking, and he blocked a lot of the initial hits
Oscar.
when the guard was up high, and that's why I'm like, is it really Flying Fish's like? Is he doing it? Yeah.
That's their main concern. But I'm just like, I'm
What's
not.
the main
You'll see when I
concern?
send you the
What's
clip.
the main concern?
Personally.
Okay.
I'm listening. Yeah.
So we're going to evaluate things a little bit just to kind of see what's going on. Current verdict is in favor of Flying Fish. California? Oh, you're at like 83 ping, right? Like 80, 90?
My ping.
Because I'm at 80.
120.
That also makes sense then. Because that means he's at least 4 milliseconds behind when you take into account the server and stuff. And keep in mind, Oscar, it's like if you're fighting Eastern and he's fighting Western, because you're Mountain Time right now, you're both a little bit away from the East Coast server, because this is an East server that we're in. I always host it in East, so it's like consistent, and we don't like swap it around too much. And so the timing is his ping in relation to the server to then connect to you for what you see on your end. And so that's what makes it like 0.4 milliseconds or
Good job, yeah.
a fourth or half of a second difference of your timings. So when you started moving you notice when you started moving faster and
It's almost
you
like-
adjusted,
I'm accounting. It's almost that whole full one.
that is true. It is. That was sometimes I do recognize that when you're in the ring, it gets a little laggier even for the timings too. It's kind of crazy. However, I'm checking. Let's see.
So at least by tick count, they're literally at one, at least consistently, which honestly is not bad.
Did well for things. The only thing is, your body. Whenever you take body hits, you scare the beep out of me. You scare me so much. And it's you know what?
The reason why it makes no sense, Daku, is because it's a ghost one.
Trust you. How many
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
I need to pick back.
Where it came from.
Cracked my knee. That felt good.
the form.
No, yeah, that's the holding your fist forward thing. That's the leaving your like you just like tucked in.
That's
Like,
this is holding your fist forward. This is not.
Target than you.
Oh, I thought I was fighting.
No, dude. This guy stinks.
I mean,
Hop on Dragon Ball Legends. Put her in the face.
Today was not your behavior.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just trying to see if it's like
Dude,
illegal question mark.
By the time you go,
Like it is a question mark to me.
By the time you go for body, you do this. You literally go like this. Every time you go for the body, you go like this, bro. Like you really also super god stuff for who knows what reason.
What are they saying?
That's not gonna work here. Stop. Just stop. It's not gonna work here. It's not gonna work here. It's not going to work here.
Oh, dude, it is their punch form. You're right.
It's not going to work here.
How have we not seen that before?
But how about this? Make it work.
Because it is still hitting with knuckle. It's hitting with knuckle. It's not.
I know. You're giving him free damage.
And it's not like overhand or anything for him. It is still jab cross, like angle of like where the arm is, but it's just that your fist is flat like this instead of like this. So he's doing this.
It's like that. You want to squawk at me when I'm trying to help you? A squawk? What?
And I can see that was his form and how he's getting all of his hits too. I'm just wondering what we call that, because it's like we haven't really seen that before. Not with that form, actually.
I was only taunting. I wasn't even.
Like, are we allowed to?
No. I mean,
Goes
that's
towards
my
hammer fisting.
One more time?
You're fine. Dude,
It goes towards hammer fisting.
bro, yeah, I'm saying that for your side fight. You're fine, bro.
And then I went like this. That's when the combination came in.
I know, that's what I'm saying, like...
I see what you mean, but hammer fisted would hit with this side, as literally.
What a meanie.
Because like I said, it's coming out knuckle. It's not coming out on the side of the hand, and that's what's weird about it. If we would have seen if they were angling it, because you would see the motion, but it comes straight out like that. And even then, with the lag, it could be on his end, could be twisting at the very end for a lot of these. Because you see when you pause it on some of the hits and it's through Oscar's head, it's flat like this. So he goes from here, twisting it like this, like a proper jab. When you pause it for a lot of the good hits, and it's the ones that are weird that seem like ghost jabs. Back when you used to ghost jab a ton.
Mexican style right now. No.
Yeah, so like look back, it's at the first clip, it's at like 7 seconds, like slowly pause.
That was an option. I was just saying about that.
Yeah, so for
Contact. I understand at the end of the punch, point of contact, because of how close they are and how he's throwing that punch. That was my word. So
gotcha. No, yeah, when you now that I'm looking at it closer, I do see it's coming out. Again, sometimes it's ghost, and those are the ones that are just like what. But the ones we do clearly see, it's through the head and it goes out like this. It is like I see it flat for a lot of them. I don't see it hammer fisting. I don't see it at an angle. Yeah, because the blood crit, we literally just saw this, right? This is all we saw for the blood crit. And then for the hits after that, I see the full twist of his arms. And that's what I mean. Because, like, yeah, that one hit seems suspicious, but if it was, like, an exploity way of doing it, then we would have seen it through all of the punches, not, like, just the one or two. As in, like, he would consistently have this instead of... Like essentially, we would see the fist go through the head like this, if that was the case. Because awkwardly trying to, like, do this and then twist at the end just so that it looks like you're doing proper form would make it, again, bad. But that's why with that speed, you do have to twist it. And it's not flickering, it's doing the proper jab form. So that's why I can't really... I don't feel like we can dock that.
Just, yeah, I will say that it's just started for this fight, because I'm watching the old one now.
No, I know, yeah, I haven't seen those like things before. Nope. So, all right. Currently, the verdict is as follows between me and Daka. We went and reviewed Flying Fish, and obviously, I know you're gonna like say this because you want the win as well. However, correct me if I'm wrong. You're twisting your fist at the end of your punches, aren't you? As in, like, you're going out, and yeah, you're flattening it out. Like, at the very end, you're doing it really quickly, aren't you? You're, like, punching really fast. Yeah, you're doing that? Okay, good. Making sure. He is doing proper jab cross form. And the thing is that we're noticing, and why it looked weird.
We know that. I know that.
Oh, yeah, I know. Right. And so
I can tell I'm a boxer. I can tell what a jab
yeah,
is.
exactly. And so I'm just saying that the reason why it looked weird and like the lagginess from you, it was obviously like, again, lagginess for when you were blocking.
Just latency.
For
Listen to
one.
him. Dude, just listen.
And for two, for us, it literally looked like like it's so funny because it looks like he did this for the blood crit. Because he ghost jabbed so fast, even my stream didn't catch it. And so it looked like he did that with his fist. And we're like, what the heck was that? But then you see the punches afterwards. And afterwards, they all come out like this. And I'm like, okay, then the ghost jab was a ghost jab. But it came out in proper form because that's probably on his end. It is proper form. And as we know, hits and punches come from his end. So Counting that,
No,
I
that's what
don't.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I figured as much. That's why I'm personally not saying anything. I'm
Right.
just opening my mouth because that's his concern. That's he keeps
Right,
saying.
and I get it, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the
I guess.
concerns, right? Like proper concerns, and that's what we look into. And so with that being said, I do not, I can't put any minuses on Flying Fish because he wasn't intentionally like hitting through guard or punching through openings or anything like that. Like it did not seem intentional. It seems as if he saw your openings when he did, because obviously with lag and latency and you shift and move a lot, and then when you go back to this guard, he hits a really quick 1-2 on you, and then he backs off. Because on his screen, you're barely bringing your gloves up to guard, and then he gets those 1-2 when he can, and then goes back. And then by the time the gloves up are up on your end, they barely went up on his end, and that's the really crappy part.
On the combination that they hit like I think it was like a rapid, like it was like 8 consecutive punches to my face to crit me 8 times.
It was like
I don't know, I think it was 8 times.
it was like 3.
Did
The,
my
the
guard
most
run my
that you
guard up?
guys the most that you guys exchanged in crits, I think, were 3 or 4. And then you guys distanced a little bit, and then it happened again. But yeah, it's I don't think it is like his fault exploity wise. That's what I mean. I don't think he's like intentionally doing it. If it was like guard piercing, because we've seen Doma Doma, we know what guard piercing looks like. And so yeah, that's why it's like, what's up?
I remember you kicked someone earlier. What was it for?
I didn't kick anybody.
Galaxy was saying he got kicked.
I didn't kick anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an invite plus. It's my lobby, invite plus.
Okay, so I thought so.
I didn't kick anybody. Or if there was a kick, it was probably a vote kick or something like that.
I didn't see a vote kick either.
Neither did I.
But you know how much trouble it would've
Anyhow,
saved you,
with that,
simple
the
message
verdict will
to
go
get to
as the score says and follows, with the score being 180 to 163.5 in favor of Ouchi-Clan Boxing. And so, we'll move on to the next round. What's up?
I didn't get infections?
No, again, that overhand was a warning.
Did I only get one overhand?
Yeah, that was it. It was crazy though, because again, the infractions come from us seeing it happen multiple times, and then we call the infraction. But like, we all collectively saw you do it once, and we're just like, no, it wasn't a whatever, but it's like okay, it's like we'll see if you do it again kind of thing. But anyhow, you guys can now leave the ring, so we can continue on with the rest.
I'm not saying anything.
Hey, all right, guys, come on, let's go. Let's go. Flying fish. Go. Anyhow, continuing on with the rest of today's stream, can we have in the blue corner from Ouchi-Clan Boxing, can we have Jonathan Jones enter into the blue corner, and facing in the red corner, can we have Unknown? And so, Dr. this will be on you. I need to go and do something IRL really quickly.
My fan!
Coolio.
Hey, is on the... Where's the comp?
Shadow box for me, son. Shadow box. Yeah. Let me turn on your Abby. Abby.
Alright.
Shadow box for me.
Actually, no. I didn't really say anything. You got this.
You have it on already? Full tracking. Blah blah blah.
No, guys, sorry.
I'm dead. You won. Nah,
Those
check
know the
this
rules of
out.
VRC
Ready?
Boxing?
I pull out a notebook.
Alright, touch
Right?
gloves.
I write your name. You die. That's the thing.
3,
That is a
2,
thing. I didn't know that.
1.
Hey, let's go, Jono.
Gaps.
Let's go, Jojo. That's Jojo. Keep it up.
Creek on it. Like the TF2 thing. That way. You say? Yeah.
Stars is so open, Jojo. He's got through his rolls. Nice. Keep up the guard, Jojo. Keep it up. Nice and clean, bro. Pressure.
Yeah. Are you lagging?
Jojo.
I'm at 60 p.
Good blocking, bro. Keep up that guard. Simple. Tempo. Nice,
I
Jojo.
didn't get like that much. Dude, no,
Keep
my
up
wife.
tempo.
I wonder my Wi-Fi box.
Ordering your Wi-Fi box? No.
Body's completely open. When he turns up, spam his body. Is what? See again, as soon as he turtles up, that body's completely beautiful. Nice, Jojo. His body's completely open. As soon as he turtles up, trying to turn around, just go body.
Okay, ma.
Just watch for his rolls. Only danger's gonna pose to you. Keep the clean.
What do you mean?
Talk.
This update,
Huh?
Nice.
Like the boxing update?
Back to two. See,
Why are you
those
saying-
uppercuts leave him
oh.
so wide open, bro.
Because-
This fucking sorry. My bad.
Because no,
Good
he has
job,
to
bro.
slug it
Good
out,
job.
yo. He's a point in
Oi.
the flow like
He is
Max
slaying me
Holloway.
right now.
Like,
Jojo,
Absolutely.
what you do is just keep up tempo. You'll be fine. You're good. Easy. Just keep up your tempo. When he goes turtles like this and he's going around, just go his body. He's your body. His body's completely open. Just go for it, yeah. You know when he goes like
That's
this,
exactly what he's doing.
the body is completely open. Just keep up consistency of your punches. Keep up. Keep going up and down. Make him predict. Just keep it simple. Don't show him too much.
Wholeheartedly, like,
Keep it simple.
What are you gonna do? Like,
Easy.
Why me, Lord? Why me?
Boy, shit, Big Mac. Oh, I'm god now.
if you don't roll,
As soon as that jab comes out, really open. Set him up. Nice Jojo. Keep up the hits, Jojo. Keep them up. Nice, Jojo. Good bodies. Keep it up. Doing good, bro. Okay. Beautiful consistency. Keep it up.
One,
Nice, Jojo.
two,
Boys, bro.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Give it up, Jojo. Just watch that left of his. As soon as he throws it out, he's open. Good counters. Nice, Jojo.
Yes.
Yeah, look at his body, bro. Welcome those hooks. Welcome them.
Yeah. Make him boo boo after this.
Come on, Jojo.
not losing. Like,
Nice, Jojo. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Come on, Jojo.
Nice.
Keep it up. He's frozen. Body's completely open, Jojo. Keep up the pressure. Nice.
This Loki kind of cracked. Oh.
Oh. Break. Oh.
I think you turned off the headset.
You're good, unknown. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
you press your button.
Yeah.
How long does it take to pick?
The side
amount
is
of times
just
it's
so
happened to
annoying.
me.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Okay. Me too.
There you go.
Just keep it up. Oh, doing well. Just keep it up, yeah? Consistency on your punches are really good. The left is looking pretty good today. Just keep it up there. Doing good. Let's go. Let's
Isn't that like the second or third first round, first down?
I think.
I think so. No.
Yeah, I'm
I think
talking
this
about
week
the
it-
league.
Just his body's.
out of the league.
Out of the
Oh.
league. Out of the league. It's not like I swear that's like either the fourth or fifth.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The hits, Jojo. Go 53. Nice, Jojo. Clean. Jojo, come on. Jojo. You want some? Hi, Jojo. Show your colors. Give it up, Jojo.
What's hamburger? I want hamburger.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Go to sleep. Hey, watch your mouth.
Yeah, my
Be a round 3. Round.
Nice.
3.
1,
Nice, Jojo.
2, 3.
Beauty.
Non-practice
Good
on
job,
my part.
You got work to do.
Voila, I said voila.
Ooh, you got work to do.
It was the same thing. Mind you, I literally talked to you about it
That's,
when I sparred you yesterday.
I think it's 2-1.
Good stuff. You're both clear. You're both.
Or 1-2, because we have 2.
Where the fuck's trying to
Alright. Since old man ain't here to say it, next fighters, let's go.
Hey, leave me hanging, Jonathan. Okay, buddy. Jojo.
I don't know who it is, but you know who you are. Let's go. Next fighters.
Is that your first?
Hold on. Hey,
Got your
fourth round
three-o
fighters.
finally?
Fourth round fighters.
Tug. Let's go.
No, we're not.
Freaky bro.
Freaky bro.
I'm gonna.
I'm
It
close.
was me the entire time.
It was me.
It was simply a century I used to.
Actually,
to
I
run
prefer
the
this.
game.
I would rather have a little dude, little bro, not little bro, but like.
Also,
little
Rick and
bro.
Morty stuff now.
Yagi. My name's Yagi. My name's Yagi.
Oh, yeah.
Vanilla.
Boy, don't go
No, the
quiet.
heck
Don't
you
put
not.
things
You will
on
never
you.
There was a
that.
clone I made.
It's just the way
That is never happening.
Don't make it
That
different.
is never happening. That is never happening. Can I get hugged now? Am I forgetting?
Fourth round. Come on,
No,
fourth
you
round, people. Let's go.
No,
Stop,
Gary,
stop.
I'm sorry. I'm all day today.
Blue corner.
Yeah,
Blue
I'm
corner.
sorry. No, I
didn't mean it
tried
like
to
that.
talk
I meant
with you
to-
and tried to help you, but no, you want to
Anyways,
me
fighters.
like I'm over here annoying you? Oh, okay.
No.
Remember that.
Wait, is his name
No,
Harris?
remember that.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm
What?
sorry. No, remember
Bro,
that.
look at
Remember
you.
that. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry.
So yeah.
Alright, Yagi, I'll be right back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Round 3
Please.
or 2. No, it's round 2.
I know you were trying to help me. I was listening.
I saw.
No, you remember that.
They can
No,
provide
remember
clips
that.
as per
Remember that.
usual.
No, you gonna learn. You gonna learn.
All right, I just read the stream comments for all of the things shot over to Jonathan Jones. Again, please let me know and send the clips in for what you guys see. If the infractions are enough in order to either disqualify or do something wrong. Our referee here, Daku, did not notice anything out of the ordinary, and so the win.
Even though Yagi's fight, even he was saying, and he's going against them.
There. All right. Without further ado, that now brings the score up to Ouchi-Clan Boxing favor, bringing it to 2-1. We're getting up into fight number 4 here, and this will be an interesting fight because this is match point for the Ouchi-Clan Boxing team. In order to move on to the either overtime, if they're able to clutch back in the end, or if we can see the next 2 matches go over to COA Boxing instead. So, without further ado, can we please have Mitzki from Ouchi-Clan Boxing? Mitzki, my bad. From COA Boxing, can we have Mitzki in the red corner? And in the blue corner, can we please have Tugnuts from COA Boxing in the blue corner?
Safety guide on.
Let's go, Tugnuts. Let's go. Let's go, Tugnuts. Let's go.
Oh, Mitzki's using full body this time.
Yeah, they were stuck on their quest last time.
Gotcha.
The first time.
That's pain.
Tell me
Yeah,
about it.
everything decided to go literally the night before, so I had to learn quest last minute. It was awful.
Fair enough.
Alright. Well, we come to the middle. Know the rules of the league, correct?
Yep.
Alright, touch gloves.
Oh, whoops. I clicked on the wrong thing. My bad. And with that, we will continue into round number 1 of fight number 4, match point for Ouchi-Clan Boxing. Initial uppercut comes up from Mitzki. A lot of blocks coming out from both fighters, as it seems that the initial hits go through. Good hooks coming out from Mitzki, and the positioning gets a good body uppercut. Then again, with the initial jab crosses and positioning and movement, making it so that Mitzki is getting good hits and normals. Now it seems that Tug has been able to hit through. I forgot the timing, but Mitzki's still finding the hooks and positioning in order to get the hits off to the side.
They're often in their combos and hooks.
Mitzki, switch it up a bit. Defense first.
Good movement coming out from both fighters, trading both hits to the body. Block coming out from Tug as he pivots slightly and then throws in the uppercut. Getting more hits to the body as Basy trades up to the head. Another good hook blocked up by Tug as both fighters are analyzing each other's defense and figuring out what the proper counter is. Tug seeming to understand the openings and the timings, hitting right up to the forehead and then down low to the body, and moving and positioning and holding his guard almost perfectly that last engagement to block the hits. But the speed from Mitzki still allowing him to block the counter hits coming out from Tug. Good, actually. Good tech coming out from both fighters here. Body crit comes out from Tug. That's in the next a couple of hits. A couple more trades go through. A lot more trade hits. Uppercuts coming out from Mitzki, hitting a lot of the guard. But the right hook then comes back out. Uppercut now coming back through. Another right hook hits Tug. Another. That time was a left. With a pivot, right uppercut will then hit, fixing the headset momentarily to then go back here. I think it is the southpaw of Mitzki, which is throwing Tugnuts a little bit off balance here, and understanding that these hooks that are coming out from their lead hooks from the southpaw, so it's a little off-putting.
Tugnuts just fall southpaw before. It's more of a stance thing. Mitzki's stance is a lot wider.
Do try poking. Do try poking.
As we ended up into round number 2, again, good tech coming out from both fighters. Now taking advice and tips from their respective coaches, as an initial jab comes out from Mitzki, hitting solidly, but then now it seems to outbox, trying to keep their distance, as Tug's able to pivot and get a good right uppercut to the stomach. Mitzki now poking back out, getting really good hits up to the getting a good lead head hit, and then immediately going for the lead body shots as Tugnuts tries to find an entrance.
Blend in more body hits.
Good trades to the body. Mitzki now finding the good tempo, punching in between the combos with 1 or 2 times in order.
Rotate your gloves in more.
Ooh, there we go. Tugnuts finding out the right body crit going through, and then now hooking up to the head. Finding the good sort of positioning and tempo for the stance that Mitzki is holding up. These engaged jabs now getting Mitzki some good value. Now with the engaged lead hooks again as well.
A little bit live.
A little bit, but that was still fair. Tug now trying to find the positioning and area for where he should go. Mitzki then still keeping their distance, throwing out just a slow whittle down of jabs coming out. to get the working with the value.
Keep poking. You can pick anywhere. You can pick anywhere for your post.
Ooh, lead uppercut then coming out from Mitzki. Another hook comes out.
Prioritize defense first, though.
Split.
Work those openings.
There we go. And that, my friends, is how we are seeing a good example of outboxing, like, actually. And there's not as much pressure coming out from Tugnuts or the blue corner for what's going on.
I wish there was like scorecard. Actually, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start writing the difference down each time.
They're chipping away with those jabs.
So
No, not for us.
no, not for them. Oh, you know, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it needs to stay secret. It needs to stay secret.
It's all fair play.
You need to get in there, Tug. Come on.
Nah, it's more interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting because people gotta kind of observe.
Well, what's interesting to me is just seeing the leads play tug of war throughout the fight.
Oh yeah. If we could have a live, like, sort of, I mean, I know in the Japanese streams they have live feed that shows the HP as they fight.
Yeah, I'm not even like just trying to show the HP. It's just the difference. I don't know. I get you. It's something like a score.
The outboxing difference is here. Mitzki literally just slowly poking down the opponent, trying to keep the distance with the positioning. Another right hook goes through. A good back step actually from Tugnuts in order to block the right hook going through. Tug still just trying to find the opening. It seems like the outboxing defense.
Those hooks are so there.
Dude, I love this is such textbook. I love the textbook here. It's so good.
After stream, I have a very funny conversation for you.
Very funny conversation after stream.
Yeah, about.
Not you telling me that Mitzki was actually reading. Good, actually, trades coming out. Looks like the circle sort of started to stop, and now Tugnuts is trying to find the pressure in order to get through. As now, Tugnuts is able to counter and get the hits in, blocking the initial hits from Mitzki. And they trade up to the head. A couple more hits. That time, Tugnuts comes out from the body with the pivot. Man, what happened? I can't say anything about it because I'm the commentator, but I can definitely tell there's a big difference in the change in how movement was done that allowed Tugnuts to kind of make that comeback.
Even though in some way I'm speculating kidney punches.
Open them up with those jabs.
Come close on it.
It isn't because of the way they're standing. It's going to their stomach with the shifting.
That's the thing. Is like at least from my angle, I'm watching their elbow still cut off.
Yikes! Whoa! As the rib crack comes out from Mitzki. Tugnuts trying to counter back, trying to get back as much value as possible. Mitzki throwing up more lead hooks. As the initial jab crosses down to the body from all the time that the poke happened.
6, 7.
I swear.
Yeah, the elbow isn't like a no. The hitbox for blocking from the elbow isn't like circular, so it doesn't hit around. It has to be like right there. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. You're thinking of like having an extra circular hitbox on the elbow. There's not there.
Also, if they're leaning forward, that's what make the elbow go away from that spot.
Yeah, you can see it from Daku's side even. But yeah, I figured out what they did is that the block hitbox is a capsule from your wrist to like your elbow, and then from your elbow to your shoulder. And so there's no circle. So
there's a gap.
Yeah, there is literally a gap.
Above the shoulder, by the way.
Yeah, it is a little bit below the shoulder. You're right.
It's like the forearm and then some of the elbow.
Yeah, like yeah, that's why you can slip through the elbow if you don't like position your arm properly.
Which is why.
Yep, right there. That was the exact that was exactly where we were talking about too. It's really crazy. And with a couple more seconds left, the pressure on Mitzki into the blue corner. Tugnuts is able to find where the pressure came from.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I definitely I can see where the openings are. Like it's super crazy. That's the minus about using full body sometimes too. I think that's something that you had to get over when you were.
That's not a full body thing. That's an IK thing. And I'm still getting over that.
Well, yeah, I guess it isn't only full body.
Yeah.
Listen, right here, I just need you
Okay.
to
Oh, with a jab cross crit coming. Actually, that wasn't a cross. That was a hook. Whoops, my bad.
7.
I'm not cooked, chat. I swear.
Now keep that infighting and that pressure. You're doing amazing.
Mitzki trying to find the pressure here now. This time, changing up the game plan, going for more in-depth combos, relying a lot on the lead right for like the hooks, and then leaving the left to kind of block, which has been working out for the last couple engagements. Now hooking up to the head, getting really close to rabbit punching with them circling around, but doing really good to try and keep relatively in front of the opponent as they kind of punch. But Tugnuts still trading to the body relatively evenly as a rib crack comes out from Mitzki again, and another couple of jab crosses. They just try to keep the tempo. Mitzki catching up a little bit in value, I think, here, but Tugnuts still trying to stay relatively even from the lead that he got in round number 4 with 1 minute left in round 5.
Last round, let's see some, Tug. Keep that pressure. Put it up if you can. Just keep going.
More sort of pivot hooks, catching Mitzki on the same position that Mitzki was catching them on the head. Nah, for me, even I see it's like straight, like center of stomach sometimes. Yeah, it's like that's exactly where I would hit. With a couple more hits and a good template to the body, Tugnuts will take fight number 4 in the 5th round, with 0 infections coming out from both of us, I believe.
Do what you practice. I think stamina got you pretty well. I'm guessing, right?
No, they got gas. They got gas right after the first round.
No, yeah. So Mitzki, just hold your guard really quickly. Like what I'm literally seeing is every time he's getting this, or hold up your other hand again, or he hits this because you're leaning forward.
See, now look. Because right now, no, they're guarding it because they're.
Yeah. Right now, because you're upright. So like, do your lean forward that you were doing. Yeah, that is how you can land those sides, because the elbows are forward, and that's why sometimes to guard you literally just gotta like stand up straight and like bring your arms back.
That doesn't do nothing.
No, I'll show you. We got the score. Score's the same. Well, I'll show you. Go ahead. Come on.
Here's what I'm poking at, though. Here's what I'm poking at. You're talking to me right now. Hold up the guard again. Hold up the guard again. Which one? Take gloves?
Yeah. No. Let them.
Poking at. No, what I'm poking at is it between front?
Hitting there? Yeah.
Tell me it's from here to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about mid square without on off rotation coming from right here.
Oh, like this? Yeah.
Yes.
That's valid.
Yes, I said don't do.
That's.
Oh, you know what?
It's literally useless.
So right. So that's why.
There's a gap between the elbows, right? And you said the capsule from there to there. It's literally useless.
Okay, so.
It could be the avatar's arms.
Okay, so hold on. So now, like, hold your head again. What I'd say is from here. Like I'm trying to. So hold your full stance, because right now you're still facing towards me a little bit. Like your full stance. From there, I think what you do is, again, if you're worried about the bodies, I literally sometimes do this, right? And I shift. It's like a slip, right? Because you know when you slip, you go like this. That little slip. So go in the slip form like this, for example. Okay, that's full slip, like half. Like do like half slip. Yeah, kind of like that, right? Like straight on. That's.
From you is getting blocked. That's not what I was seeing.
No, yeah, that's getting blocked. No, but you have to do the slip form because that's when the elbow kind of shifts back and the IK lets you go down, and that's what we're talking about. I know we're doing a little training in the middle of a tournament, but I'm like not worried about it. But like
any lesson.
Right.
I'm happy to
But
be
that's what
here.
we're talking about, and that's why when you see me like blocking body hits, I'm not just like doing this or like trying to like guard like this. I am literally like leaning back, shifting my body as much as I can, because getting as much as this as I can as possible. I'm getting as much as this done as possible in order to block the body hits, because I can't hit you if you're like shifting, like, because when I go like this, yeah, back here is open, straight up. Like I'm like, if they hook out there, that's open. That's just the way that I shift. But that's why I gotta time it properly. And if I'm worried about body hits, then I don't have to kind of have my hands up. And if I understand my opponent, I can guard the head timing properly to then go in, shift down, hit things like, then hit low, up low, hook here, low, if you have to, and shift. So that's why.
I believe you also said something about a rabbit punch warning at some point.
No, it was
Was
the
it actually called or close?
No, it was close. It was really close because yeah, you kept on doing the rotate like this, and so you're like doing this, like as you're slowly rotating around. I'm just like, it's getting so close.
I'm doing the one mistake, doing the one mistake I'm not supposed to, but I'm with southpaw. I find myself comfortable, you know.
Yeah, it's very
almost
comfortable
flipping
doing
around the
that.
guard.
That's why, like, you gotta, if you're gonna do that and move more, you have to do jabs, not crosses, or not hooks. With that, we are getting to the last fight of today. It is 1-3. My bad. It is 1-3 with the initial fights going as forward, and so we're gonna get this last one to go through. This is now, so that was match point for Ouchi-Clan Boxing, and so they have the match point. However, it's not over, because if COA is able to win this next match, they are able to go into overtime in order to let the reserves fight and give them a chance to claw back for their position in the tournament ranks. And so, as such, it is nowhere near over, because we still have to go through 1, possibly 3 more fights if things go the way that they're supposed to go, in order to finally get through and finish up this tiebreaker. Because, once again, COA has already beat Angelic Birds, so they need to lose this match 4-1. So this is literally the match to win for Ouchi-Clan Boxing, or to claw back from COA, as we will have Marshmallow from COA Boxing in the red corner using the team Dingo, and JST Basy in the blue from Ouchi-Clan Boxing. You guys do remember last time of the infractions and everything that we called them out for. They have then changed themselves and have gone forward and redone their licensing tests in order to be allowed to fight today. And so we are definitely watching very closely for any infractions and everything as such as we continue. But they have gone through the proper trainings and changes in order to get their licensing back and be able to fight for today. They've been doing good work. They were able to pass the licensing exam earlier, and so we will continue from here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on, Marshmallow. Let me hide and show your avatar really quickly. I just want to make sure. The robe.
Now I'm nervous.
I'd say.
Take out the Hillary.
Yeah, the robe and the
robe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Actually,
primary.
the shorts are also bumped out,
That's
as you
fine, or
can
if you
see.
wanna
There's
take
like
this
a big
off close,
circle.
let's-
Do you think that's going to be an issue, Daku? I mean, it's below the belt. I don't think that's an issue. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, the pants should be fine because it's below the belt. They shouldn't be punching down there anyway. You just need to have for sure like show of the waistline. So you're good to go. Thank you.
Alright, touch gloves.
Let's go Bomber Club. Basy, come on.
3.
Bomber Club.
You gotta wake up now.
1.
No.
Basy got this.
This is it. I am standing up for this fight because this is the one. This is the punch come through. This is just also Bassy's. Oh my gosh! As I was just about to say about Bassy's comeback, Marshmallow hits a mean left rib crack. That was a shovel hook, I believe. Getting a good uppercut. Now Basy trying to tempo right back to get the value. Then Basy going for a good left hook in order to hit Marshmallow there. Going back in to try and get some value. Basically shifting, putting themselves, getting another lead uppercut, getting the value in. Marshmallow retaliating back.
Watch for him. Uppercut to Susie Brown. He's right open. Come on, guys. Pressure him. Come on. You're faster than him, Bash. You got this. Come on, Bash.
Good guard coming out from Marshmallow. Basy trying to tempo slowly, picking apart. Marshmallow does counter up to the head, getting a good crit. Basy putting a lot of pressure, trying to push him off into the thing. Good uppercuts coming through. Marshmallow barely pushing out, pivoting slightly off to the side to get them out from the corner.
Body's open, Bash. Don't have to go for the head. Body's open. Just watch for his upper. Shut up. Sorry.
That's a first. Going through, a couple more hits come out. Good hooks coming out. Oh, with an uppercut rib crack this time from Marshmallow, keeping the focus and tempo. Now getting a couple more shovel hooks coming out. Basy trying to pull themselves back and tempo back and forth. Marshmallow finding a good tempo now for the guard and counters that they are hitting. Good guard coming up from Basy and back from Marshmallow as Basy is able to get the trades in those last couple of engagements to get a little bit of a lead, I believe, in the jab crosses. But the rib cracks from Marshmallow definitely getting them plenty of value.
Wait, Bass. When he goes like this,
Marshmallow, you gotta wake up,
what's
man.
open? Yeah?
I'm seeing it.
Bounce in and out. Keep bouncing in and out.
Does the
I'm
idea
getting
of me
footwork.
being the
Careful.
ghost
Be wary.
you'll
Be
help
wary. Be wary of his footwork. He hasn't done it yet. But keep up yours, okay?
Did you see my
That was good.
tracking?
Keep dictating this
Which
round.
one am I right?
Keep dictating.
My tracking right
A little bit of arguing going out from both
Keep
from
dictating the tempo. If that's you, bro, that's all you, bro.
coach to fighter going through. A little bit of respect coming out for round number 2 with 1 minute and 40. I almost said 100 and get me out of here. But good initial trades coming out from Basy as Marshmallow finds the slip hook going through. Now going back in order to block the initial hits from the guard, but Basy finding the body hook, but Marshmallow getting the body crit.
This is what keeps him clear. This is what keeps him not that.
Good initial hits coming out through. Uppercut coming out from Marshmallow. Marshmallow picking up the pace and the tempo, actually, but still holding a solid neutral orthodox guard for the initial. There we go. That's what I got. Uppercut coming out from Basy. Good hook coming out from Marshmallow to land. Ooh, and the pivot comes out. Ooh, no, these are the feints actually coming out from Basy, trying to lead Marshmallow for an opening, but Marshmallow doesn't fall for them in order to hit another uppercut body normal. Both fighters templing each other out from the low. Good lead, engaged tempo from Basy, but a left hook counter comes out from Marshmallow. As Basy doing good with the movement actually.
Come on. See how wide he's throwing those hooks? He's trying to pivot off his front leg. Hooks are so wide. Your counter's right there, bro.
Good initial guard coming out. Ooh, and the movement from Basy shifting right out from the cross that would have come out from Marshmallow. The lead hook crit. Sorry, lead hook crits from Marshmallow that time. Marshmallow then trying to find a way to tempo from that initial things. You go through Basy engaging to the body, getting a good 4-hit combo off hitting mostly normals in that engagement as Marshmallow struggles to counter the openings.
What's going on with you, man?
I'm listening to Golden. Let me listen to Golden.
I did not just hear that. I did not just hear that on stream. I did not just hear that.
Keep up your tempo. You're doing good.
He's right though. You're fighting really slow, Marshmallow. As we go into round number 3, basically getting pumped up to a song from a particular K-pop popular movie recently. Good initial guards coming out from both fighters in round number 3. Seems that the changes. Yeah, that's what they said.
Burn. The entire movie. Tired of hearing it.
Same. It's too popular. Good movie though. I do like the movie and its plot. There's nothing wrong with the movie.
Hit #1 on charts, like for real. It actually hit #1 on charts for real.
Yeah, I know it did. It's crazy. I've heard too much about it.
It's so like random. It doesn't. The plot. Doesn't,
What's wrong? Why pause? Why pause?
he stepped on something.
Oh, okay. Injury.
Okay, wait, listen.
Man said, "Let me listen to Golden." That's so real. But we all know your idol is better. Nope. Nope. I've seen nothing. Continuing on in round number 3, we'll go in. There was good initial trades from back fighters. A lot of guard and adjustments made. Oh my gosh! And the shovel hook blood crit.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Good lefts. You're out hitting him though. It doesn't matter.
Jeez, I think that is the 3rd heavy hit that Marshmallow has hit. So Marshmallow definitely has the movement and the potential to hit hard. Though I think it's the accuracy and the I'd say sort of so definitely the heavy hitter coming out from Marshmallow here, but the tempo is coming out from Basy.
Oh, he's ahead of him by 2 ticks. Oh my goodness, wait.
Come on. Come on, Bass. Come on, Basy.
Yeah, I see it. I know exactly what you're talking about, Yagi.
Ahead of him by 2 ticks. No.
It's not even yeah, it's a bit, but it's not like that's doable. 2 is doable. Wait, no, it's not 2. It's like no, it's not 2. Let me see.
2 ticks, different countermeasure.
You're counting something way different than I do.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
I know what you're saying. More consistency coming out from Basy. 5 seconds left in round number 3. Gets an engage, body hit, and then another pivot. Oh my gosh, with literally 1 second left on the clock. Gets the jab cross up to the head in order to knock down Marshmallow for the first time.
Gotcha. Just keep it up. Doing good. Okay, be cautionary. Just be caution. You're doing good. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, don't worry about it. You're doing good. I promise. You're doing good. I promise.
He's on them 64 tick servers, while Basy's on that 128 tick server. What? I think I need to ban someone from chat. As we continue on to round number 4, we're going to get into the gritty once again with the lead currently. I know. With the lead currently to Ouchi-Clan, but with the carefulness, I don't think it might be really, really close. No matter if it hits. Whoa! A lot of tracking issues coming out. With regards to a slight tracking issue, Marshmallow going in, kind of shifting stuff, switches off to a southpaw, actually. Once the initial hits, good sort of trades going back and forth, guarding the retaliation coming out from Basy, and then guarding the next couple of hits as they shift, goes right back over to Orthodox, as Basy is able to get a little bit of value back, trading relatively evenly. Body crit comes out from Basy. with better positioning and punches coming out from both fighters. Basically going for hands low attack, looking to keep the body hits from going through. Engage, misses as the uppercut crit comes out from Marshmallow this time. 55 seconds left in round number 4. Good initial guard as the back set from Basy barely makes the uppercut whiff out from Marshmallow. Good movement out from Basy as they again retaliate with a couple of jab trades up to the head, hitting normals.
In and out, in and out. Just make sure you keep your distance. Go all the ring. Don't go back in the corner. Be careful. Getting close in the corner.
Go out there, shit. Go out there, shit more, man.
He needs to clear. Just watch for it. He needs to clear. You can keep your distance. This outbox.
Uppercut comes out from Marshmallow this time. A lot more guards coming back and forth. A little bit of foot tracking mess ups, but a good consistency coming out from Basy, hitting just in between the punches, hitting, I think, with a good left of the hits, good shifting, but Basy's consistency is right back there. Got 4 more seconds left in the round. It looks like Basy's consistency at the openings is definitely allowing them to push and keep the lead that they currently have. But even though Marshmallow is doing a really good job at trying to keep his tempo and shift in between, in and out of what has been going on.
He has to follow you. He has to follow you.
I'm tired. He's tired too. Best thing I can do is slug.
Yeah, I know. I know. No, you're not slugging it. Don't.
I'll slug it. I'll slug it. Swear to God. I'll slug it.
No. No, you're not.
I
Don't be
want my
dumb.
run back though.
With that, we're getting into last round, round number 5, 1 minute 56 left. As getting right at the corner, they start up.
No.
Going up and stancing up with the hits and the fights. We have Basy shifting in and out, going through, basically rushing back in with a flurry of punches, hitting a lot of normals on Marshmallow as the shift's going to go through. Hook comes back out, uppercut, jab crosses go back through, getting a lot of value. Ooh, but Marshmallow finally gets a good counter, shifting into the movement that Basy tried to make, hitting a rib crack that time. But the tempo that Basy was able to get off, getting a lot more value than the initial damage hit of the rib crack. English. Anyhow, continuing on other than what things I have been failing to say, good crosses and hits coming out from Basy in order to continue to push their lead.
Come on. Come on, Bass. Careful. 50 seconds, Bassy. Take your time. Make sure you go once you get 30 points. Nice, Bassy. It's coming to you. You've got 40 seconds.
As you heard from Maz, the coach of Ouchi-Clan Boxing, 40 seconds left, but the slip rib crack again. That's the 5th one. That is the 5th one of the day, hitting the rib crack on to Basy. But once again, the consistency with 20 seconds left and it's 1-0. There needs to be a lot of damage that comes out of nowhere. I think like a couple of blood crits and a little bit more pressure would be able to do the damage. But as we get to the last 10 seconds, a lot more jab cross consistency. Both fighters going up to the end. Basy just kind of backing off, lowering the guard, understanding that this is indeed over, with the final verdict being 4-1 in favor of Ouchi-Clan Boxing, with JST Basy with 0 infractions, thanks to them actually fixing their punch form and their jab form from their left hand, thankfully, which I'm very proud of them for, hitting 158.3 points in total, with Marshmallow and their honestly explosive rib cracks and blood crits onto Basy, but Basy did not let that get to them, leaving them with the 90.9 points. 0 infractions coming out from 0 infractions coming out from the from both fighters. And so with that, that will bring an end to today's stream, because today's stream was the length of which was tailored on whether or not all of the fights were able to get through and finish through from the if there was either a 4-1 from COA, sorry, if it was a 3-2 from COA or a 3-2 from the Ouchi-Clan Boxing, but Ouchi-Clan Boxing was able to scrape through. I think the closest fight being Oscar versus Flying Fish, being one of the closest fights that we're able to have today. However, with everything that has happened and shifted, both teams did really good at keeping the infractions to a minimum, and Ouchi-Clan bringing their team up to the win, solidifying their spot in the final top 4. Let me bring the camera back up to me for this just really quickly. And so, as such, your 4 teams that will be participating in the very last league in the top 4, which is going to be streamed and participated next weekend, is Ouchi-Clan Boxing, Black Panthers Boxing, the Eclipsed Reapers, and I think finally is the Black Knights. And so these are your 4 teams that will be participating in next week's final top 4. With all of the other teams and all their participations, I greatly appreciate all the teams, the team leaders, and everything that they were able to bring forth. Honestly, it was really awesome. It was a little unfortunate that we had to have the Blossom Fixers and the Aces of Darkness sadly go out from here. But we were able to still have the rest of the teams. Balance of Power fought well. Angelic Birds, Cutlass, Yin Yang, and Oni Fist Jim. And, of course, COA. We all appreciate them and everything that they did. However, we now have our top 4, and it will be a much longer stream next week in order to get through. It's either going to be a long stream, or I might split it up into 2 parts with having the first 4 happen, and the next week we do the finals. I think that'd be the best, instead of having all the exhaustion and everything that goes through with that. But so we'll probably split it up into parts 1 and 2, with part 1 being the top 4, finding out who are the top 2, and of course from the top 2 we will find out who will be the winners of the USA Summer League. The Summer USA League. Thank everyone for watching. Once again, if you guys would like to support this game anymore, there is a Patreon for VRC Boxing that you can find. I think you can just literally look up Patreon for VRC Boxing. Also, if you are a VRChat user, you can also come in within here and get any of the premium or custom gloves that they have through here in order to help support the game. They do need it really badly right now, and so we ask of you guys to please help donate so that we can keep this game alive and keep being able to host these events for you guys in the future. Without further ado, Daku, any last remarks or anything?
No. My neck hurts.
All right. This guy's boring. His neck hurts. And so with that, we will end off the stream. Thank you guys very much for watching today, and we will see you guys in the next week for the final top 4, which, as we already know, each team participating in the top 4, the 15 fighters that will be fighting for the teams will be receiving silver gloves for participating in those final remarks. Thank you guys, and see you guys next time.